members to give the argument in 3 minutes. Well, let's start with the affirmative theory. The first one is Sebagai moderator, independent learning is method where individuals take initiative and responsibility for their own learning process. Independent learning is learning that is accordant with the characteristic of student in accordance with the opinion Rusman 2012. That independent learning activities are a form of learning activities that provide flexibility to students to be able to choose or manage their own time and learning method in accordance with the lesson being carried out. And self-directed learning is the process where individuals learn without the help of others. Self-directed learning is the process by which individuals learn without the help of others, supported by digital and mobile technology, or technology application developed to utilize the concept of self-directed learning. Walls 2017, Karen et al. 2019, Kim et al. 2014. I have some reason why self-directed learning can be a key method in English language learning. Number 1, independent and discipline. Self-paced learning encourages students to be more independent and disciplined in their learning. They have to organize their own time, set learning goals, and find stable learning frameworks. At the heart of self-directed learning is the idea that the learning takes control of his or her learning by taking responsibility and deciding what and how something is learned. With such responsibility, learners are expected to decide what to do during the learning process until the expected learning objectives are achieved. Number 2, flexibility. Students can learn anytime and anywhere according to their pace and comfort. This allows them to fit learning into their schedule and other commitments. Miriam and Guillermo 2013, with the learning environments brought by digital technological, can solve their learning needs. 2, Yan Sujomon and Say Later 2018. Well, to support self-directed learning, in English learning can provide a variety of course and tools such as structured and easily accessibility learning modules. According to Sanjaya 2011, educator needs. Okay, for the next is second. Oh, sorry. For the Sorry, in my opinion, this learning method can lead to more engaging and adaptable needs for more effective and flexible education. However, despite the many advantages of autonomous learning, as explained by Mrs. Silva, there are several reasons why this might not always be the best method for learning this. Because, number 1, lack of structure and guidance. Not all individuals possess the discipline and self-management skill necessary for independent learning. Without guidance from teacher or instructor, learners might struggle to identify area for improvement or feel confused about the best way to study certain material. 2, quality and consistency. Autonomous learning often relies on online resources, which can vary in quality. Without proper guidance, learners may spend time on subpar or incorrect materials. 3, lack of social interaction. Language learning requires intensive interaction with native speaker or other learners. Autonomous learning tends to reduce opportunities for speaking and listening in real and meaningful contexts.
4. Motivation. Intrinsic motivation is indeed important in autonomous learning, but not all learners have sufficient motivation to study without external encouragement. This can lead to failure in achieving learners' goals. To support my argument, you can refer to the ideas of prominent figures such as John Dewey and his book Democracy and Education, where he states, education is not preparation for life, education is life itself. Dewey emphasizes that learning is a process that requires interaction and collaboration with others. Therefore, it's not only our internal factor that matter, but also our environment and the people around us as external factors supporting our learning process. This is further supported by the statement of B.R. Skinner, a psychologist and education expert, who highlighted the importance of external factor in learning process. Education is what survives when what has been learned has been forgotten. Skinner stresses that learning requires external reinforcement to ensure that learners truly understand and apply what they have learned. Additionally, Lev Vygotsky argued the importance of social interaction in the learning process. Through others, we become ourselves.
Okay, thank you for our side. And next, the affirmative learning.
Okay, thank you, Moderator. And I will explain about the Indeed, there is a lack of athletic and autonomous learning, but what does not necessarily mean that everything is incompatible with autonomous learning. First, there is still many structures that include various elements designed to support and facilitate students in managing their own learning process. And then this structure helps students become more independent, responsible, and effective in achieving learning objectives. First is initial orientation and learning goals setting. Helps students set short-term and long-term goals. Second is learning plan development to develop a structured learning plan with clear timelines and targets. The third is learning facilitation, which includes human research, assisting students in finding and using appropriate research, such books, articles, videos, and online tools. Use of technology. Directing students to the use of technology that support learning, such as learning platforms, learning apps, and online collaboration tools. And then periodic monitoring and evaluating our progress monitoring. Conduct periodic reviews to monitor progress and ensure students stay on track. And the last is support and feedback. Regular feedback. Provide constructive and specific feedback to help students understand progress and areas that require improvement. Motivational support is provide emotional and motivational support to help students achieve their goals. Second is then for quality and consistency. Of course, it must have self-learning quality that aims to provide clear learning. Is specific and measurable. Objective should be specific and measurable so that students can evaluate their progress. The second is appropriate and quality result selection. Results should be valuable and well-timed with books, articles, videos, or online materials. A variety of resources using a variety of sources can enrich perspective and understanding. And then consistency in self-directed learning. Please schedule learning routine. Establishing a consistent study routine helps you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for the second row, and then next for the
subject matter and not release their self-harming. Autonomous learning generally focus on subject matter that can be learned independently through text, video, or other online research.
Okay, Marisa. Thank you. And the next is Makif.
Thank you, Selfie, for summarizing your disagreement argument on this topic. I will review several of the points you conveyed one by one. First, regarding the potential for widening education gaps, I agree that internet access and adequate device are a challenge, but this is not a reason to reject autonomous learning. Whether it is about strength, infrastructure, and educational accessibility, the government and various institutions must work together to provide adequate facilities for all students, as has been done with various free laptop and internet procurement programs in several remote areas, such as the Free Internet Access Program in 2021 provided by the Ministry of Education, the Culture, Research and Innovation Technology. And then regarding social interaction, it should be noted that autonomous learning does not have to completely replace face-to-face learning. You can use hybrid learning, this method which combines traditional and autonomous methods. These techniques can ensure that students still get the social interaction they need. And the Kino platform also offers discussion and collaboration forums that can develop student interpersonal skills, such as the flashback incident when all face-to-face learning became online due to the pandemic, which then continued to be adapted into hybrid learning. Third point about regarding the risk of misinformation. This is an opportunity to strengthen students' digital literacy. Autonomous learning can be integrated with digital literacy program that teach students how to assess the reliability of information research, which is an important skill in the digital era. And fourth point about feelings of isolation and loneliness can be overcome by utilizing technology to supporting online learning community. Virtual study group, online mentoring, and live question and answer sessions with teachers can be effective solutions. Structured online interaction can be as beneficial as in-person interaction in terms of emotional support. Fifth point. Regarding the role of teacher, autonomous learning is not a substitute but a complement. Teachers still have crucial roles as facilitators and mentors. Autonomous learning allows teachers to focus more on personalized teaching and individual mentoring. This often becomes in traditional layered classroom settings. In conclusion, autonomous learning is not without challenge, but also with the right approach, it can be a powerful tool for improving the quality of education. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the alternative. And then for the oversight.
I will deny your statement or I will rejection you have statement. Actually, I'm not agree it is like that. It sounds like kurang agree. Okay. The first, don't let there be internet confusion or in the word of education. Even though I must sound like why did you do by I know that because no one guarantees that the internet will be used for education. Then we will be many mastermind or if the internet is free, there are many benefits, especially for example in school, children who will be at home because they can play game all the time. There is the internet and so don't want to go to school. Like using logic, Even though you get free internet, special schools still don't allow students to bring cell phone. Maybe so what is the point? I don't have to bother and taking course while you yourself have feeling it in elementary school, junior high school, high school, and vocational school. Nomor dua, the environment. Second, the environment has a big influence on your quality. To look for an environment where you increase your insight and value. Avoid environment that discuss gossip and other maybe that you say trust talk, obrolan santai. Nomor tiga, 62,1% of the total Indonesian people are active internet user, especially cell phone user, but it turns out that digital literacy is still minimal. One of which is on Google, there are 27 pillars of digital ethics or digital access that make people aware. For example, ada adaptation, rationalism, considering digital ethical governance in everyday life. Nomor 4, for even though in the online era it is a good opportunity to get through difficult learning at school or college. The way we go to school or college doesn't need to be complete. Think about our teachers at home. No need to shower. The important thing is that the top is neat and the bottom is up to you. Just listen to the teacher or lecture. Those who deliver the material can do so while thinking. The regret when studying online classes.
For the last interview, please.
Okay. About the free internet for education with regular supervision, I have an opinion that positive impacts such as expanding access to education. Free internet can open up opportunities for students who don't have internet access at home to study online, access educational materials, and broaden their horizons. And the second point, increase student engagement. Free internet can increase student interest and involvement in learning by providing a variety of interesting and interactive learning resources. And bridging the digital divide, free internet can help bridge the digital divide between students from different socioeconomic backgrounds, ensuring all have equal opportunities to learn and develop. And the last point about the free internet, that can supporting distance learning. Free internet is becoming an important resource to support distance and hybrid learning, which is increasingly relevant in the digital era. And the second, looking for an environment that supports personal growth. Developing insight and values, being in a positive and inspiring environment can help individuals to develop insights, knowledge, and positive values. They are beneficial in their lives, increases motivation and productivity. A supportive and encouraging environment can increase an individual's motivation, focus, and productivity in achieving their goals. And the last is networking and collaboration and improve quality of life. A positive and healthy environment can contribute to improving an individual's overall mental, emotional, and social well-being. And the third point is increasing digital literacy and internet ethics. Strengthening the digital ethical awareness, increasing digital literacy and education about internet ethics is critical to combating cyberbullying, online hurt, and other harmful content. Optimizing online learning for future success. Flexibility and easy of access. Online learning offers flexibility in time and place of study, allowing students to adapt into their schedule and needs. So, we have to finding balance in independent learning. Independent learning or autonomous learning offer many benefits such as flexibility, focus, and development or responsibility.
Therefore, the key to maximizing the benefit of self-directed learning is to find the right balance. Students need to develop